There's several things I would do differently in the newborn stage if I were to have another baby, and so I thought I would share. First and probably most important is I would not have my baby nap where everybody else is. In my head, I thought that having the baby nap out and around the rest of us would teach them to fall asleep no matter what was going on, but ultimately make them a better sleeper down the road. Of course, that worked for the first couple weeks because he was really sleepy anyway, but once he kind of woke up, it made my life incredibly difficult because then he wouldn't nap separate of us, but also anything we did woke him up. But then trying to teach him to nap independently of us was like a whole new battle that I could have just saved myself. Along with that, whatever it is that works for your baby, like however it is that they like to sleep, especially for like naps during the day when they're supervised, just let them sleep like that. It's gonna make your life so much easier than trying to get them to sleep the way that you want them to sleep. In the beginning, my baby really wanted to sleep on his stomach, and there's a lot of reasons why, but obviously I didn't want him to because they say it's safer to sleep on the back and blah, blah, blah. But eventually I just let him nap on his stomach, and that made my life so much easier because it wasn't a constant battle when it came to sleep. And then he reached a point where he wanted to nap in his swing, which I allowed, and again, life was so much easier just kind of following his cues. Next thing that I severely messed up is wake windows. I didn't even know that this was a thing for babies, but there's a maximum amount of time that your baby can stay awake. So if you are like me and you think like my baby just isn't tired, they just don't want to sleep, you're wrong. Your baby does want to sleep. They just aren't going to go to sleep on their own. You have to put them to sleep. So know the wake windows for your baby's age and stick to them. Even if your baby doesn't seem tired, just put them down. They're going to fall asleep so much easier with so much less crying. It's going to be a lifesaver. And the last thing is I wish that I had gotten some of those high contrast cards. When I originally saw them, I thought it was really stupid. Like there's no way that that's going to entertain a baby. But the reality is that that's really all that babies that young can see. So the only way to actually entertain them is with something super high contrast like that. And I ended up finding a show on YouTube, and that's what I played for my baby. But I think it would have been a lot better if we had just had those contrast cards. I feel like if I have another baby, I'll be so much better prepared the next time with what to expect. But let me know if there are things that you would do differently if you had another baby.